It's real country, 550 and 92.9 WAME. And there is 20, well, actually about 21 minutes after 6 o'clock here, making it on a Wednesday morning. Cold, 37 is our temperature out there this morning, but mostly clear sky. So it's going to be another pretty day here in the sunny south. And temperatures are going to be up in around 60, maybe a little bit more than that. So not bad. Yesterday was beautiful.
It was.
Yeah, not bad.
Turned out to be a pretty day.
Paramedic Ron sitting over there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Everything good with you?
Everything's good.
I
Yes, sir.
still got, even though we had all the rain, pollen in my
Oh, of
eyeballs.
course.
So
Never enough
it
rain
looks
to
like
wash it
I'm
all away.
crying the whole time. But my nose is stopped up and my eyes are watering. So,
I know the feeling.
yes, I have, a lot of people know that feeling apparently. So, yeah, the pollen's still going to be with us for a while. I have a feeling. We went through pine pollen, and I'm not sure what's pollinating now.
We'll have to ask
So,
Jason on Friday.
yeah. So 37. So we're not below freezing. Don't know if we'll actually say there's frost out there, but we didn't cover up anything.
I
Uh,
didn't either.
the azaleas were blooming already, and the blueberries were blooming. Blueberries were the main thing concerned about, but
Right.
we just decided to,
Stick
stick it
with it.
out and not worry about it. Now,
Only thing I did do was bring my indoor plants back in because I usually set them outside on the table
yeah,
and let them,
we'll
especially during spring, and get
get some
air and
get
rain
some
and yeah.
sunshine. Sandra hadn't done that yet. We have two huge plants that she normally sits out there. We have it's a cactus thing that blooms. Um, it's
Like a
not
Christmas cactus type
yeah
thing.
yeah that type thing.
Okay.
Except ours is a Thanksgiving blooming one.
Okay.
It blooms Thanksgiving, but it's been blooming here lately, and you're just like, You're not supposed to do that." So I'm not sure. So she hadn't sent any of those outside yet. So it's still good.
Well, I made the mistake sometime in the November time frame whenever it was still real pretty and kind
Well,
of warm on days.
right.
I put some of the plants outside
Uh huh.
and it was one of those like creeping vine
Oh
things,
yeah, yeah.
and we had gotten it to where it was healthy, and then I left it out a little late.
Oh no.
It was like midnight whenever I remembered, and it had already like the dew had already fallen,
Yeah.
so it had gotten cold, and it kind of
Yeah.
killed the majority of it.
Okay.
So I'm
So,
kind of being conservative and putting it back inside right now.
okay. Thank goodness you don't have any children.
No kids I can
You'd
remember.
leave them outside. So anyway, it should be a pretty day today. Maybe some more rain coming our way tomorrow into Friday morning. So we'll see how that goes. Still going to be in the 60s though. That's about it. All right, 24 minutes after 6 o'clock. Rise and shine here on a Wednesday morning. Get ready for the ultimate adventure at the Carolina Home and Outdoor Expo. Mark your calendars for May 3rd and 4th at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. The Carolina Home and Outdoor Expo, presented by Blue Compass RV, is your one stop shop for everything home improvement and outdoor adventure. Dreaming of a home makeover? We've got you covered. Craving some outdoor excitement? Check out RVs, campers, trucks, boats, UTVs, and more, all in one place. Sponsored by Randy Marion Statesville, Leaf Filter Gutter Protection, and Best Buy Metals. Don't miss out. Grab your tickets at ncoutdoorexpo.com or snag them at the gate.
Cash, Hank, Willie, and Waylon live here at Real Country, 550 and 92.9.
It's Real Country, 550, 92.9 WAME. There's Trisha Yearwood, which is, of course, Mrs. Garth Brooks. It's 6:31, rise and shine, brand new day. It's Wednesday, middle of the week over the hump day. So it looks like we'll have sunshine most of the day today, maybe a few clouds coming in tonight, but it'll be nice. Right now, though, a little chilly, 37 our temperature out there this
If you
morning.
notice more than a few unicorns today, you're not just seeing things.
Did you know that it is National Unicorn Day? Unicorn!
Unicorns, I love them. Unicorns, I love them.
Today is National Unicorn Day. He's a unicorn.
Here's your unicorn. When the graceful white horse with the single forehead horn.
It's like little being a unicorn.
Celebrate National Unicorn Day.
All right, so we're celebrating a myth today, I guess.
National Unicorn Day.
Although there have been sightings of like a goat with one horn. So
All I can think of whenever I think of unicorns is Minions.
minions, yeah.
The
So fluffy.
Unicorn, 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 unicorn. So anyway, and they made a big comeback. They were, one time, a long time ago, and then they come back. My second granddaughter, Callie Mae, was unicorn, big time unicorn. She's got unicorn everything. But of course,
still have unicorns.
she's growing out of that.
I was going to say she's
No, they're
about to
still-
the age to get out of it.
They're still there. Now she's got those these big fluffy things.
Oh, the Squishmallow things.
Squish things, yeah.
Yeah,
She had a
those
ton
are
of
popular.
those. So
They make different sizes of those.
yeah,
things, too.
so she's got all sorts of different things.
They have unicorns in those too. I'm sure.
She probably has grown out of that as well. But anyway. All right. Good morning, Brian Collins out there this morning. Ross Warren, good morning. Stay warm. Yep. It's a little chilly. Let's see here. Kathy Stewart, good morning. You have a great day. Charlie Holbrook's out. Good morning, sir. Vaughn says it's 35 as he goes out the door this morning. So he says the cruel, cruel, cold world out there. Dean Tolbert's up. Have a great Wednesday. Daryl McMillan, good morning, sir. It's probably a double vest day for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's it. There's Sauce Master. Good morning, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen, kids of all ages. Dang. Now I'm wishing Ringer Brothers had their old circus like they did when I was a kid. It's all about that hump day.
You would be in the circus, Lee.
Yes, he would. Probably one of those that gets out the little car.
Yeah.
One of the thousands. There's Jimmy Benfield. Good morning, sir. Bigfoot rides a unicorn. I didn't know that, Vaughn. Bigfoot probably lives up where you are. There's Bruce Davis. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Glad you're up.
I picture it kind of like Harry and the Hendersons. He's
Oh, yeah, one of
Bigfoot's
those.
living with Vaughn. I can see that.
Could be.
And I'm not talking about Lorraine.
Thank you. I was getting ready to say something like that. All right. All right. So looking good. So far, so good here as we start out on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Grass seed, fertilizer, straw, lime, weed and feed. If your yard needs it, Lowry's in Harmony has it. Whether you're patching up those pesky bare spots, kicking weeds to the curb, or giving your lawn the VIP treatment it deserves, we've got everything to make your grass greener. Literally. Don't let your yard be the one the neighbors whisper about. Get ahead of spring and give your lawn a fresh start. Stop by Lowry's in beautiful downtown Harmony today, and let's grow something great together. Birthdays and anniversaries on 550 and 92.9 WAME are brought to you every weekday morning at 7:20 by BridgeNet Fiber, offering simple, local, reliable, and professional internet service. BridgeNet Fiber is dedicated to keeping you connected. Whether for your home or business, their dependable team is just a phone call away. Celebrate special moments with us each morning. And remember, for all your internet needs, call BridgeNet Fiber at 704-228-1001. Reliable service is closer than you think.
Iredell Memorial Hospital is growing to better serve you.
Our expanded emergency department features 10 additional treatment spaces.
And our expanded critical care unit nearly doubles our current space.
That means you can receive care from an award-winning hospital in Statesville.
Big enough to handle your hospital, emergency, imaging, and surgery needs with experienced providers and staff.
For more than 70 years, people have said, I choose Iredell for my health care.
Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
Are you ready to step back in time and discover treasures from the past? Hickory Antique Mall, a locally owned business, is a haven for collectors, history buffs, and anyone seeking a touch of nostalgia. With 63 dealers, you'll find everything from antique furniture to Yu-Gi-Oh cards and everything in between. Hickory Antique Mall is conveniently located at 348 Highway 70 Southwest in Hickory. Hickory Antique Mall is open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday 10 till 6, Sundays 1 till 6. Check us out on Facebook at Hickory Antiques Mall Official. Hey, if you're looking for a new mattress, come on by Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress at 1010 Salisbury Road. They carry the gold standard of two-sided mattresses, Golden Mattress. Why pay for a one-sided mattress when you can get a two-sided mattress for less than the price of a one-sided mattress? At Southern Comfort, we stock the only two-sided pocketed coil mattress on the market. We stock the old school heavy-duty coil mattress for the 300-plus pound size person. We have plush to firm to fit whatever comfort level you're looking for. And everything's in stock. So why wait and why pay high prices for a one-sided mattress when you can get two sides for less than the price of a one side? Come on by the gold standard of two-sided mattresses. And this just in, stop by now to see the brand new inventory of recliners by Best Home Furnishings at Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress, 1010 Salisbury Road in Statesville. All right, 22 minutes until 7 o'clock makes it time for Food and Farm Radio, brought to you by our friends at A&A Sales and Service, Highway 21 North. That's Turnersburg Highway here in Statesville.
Hello, my name's Melinda Roberts. I'm the Commercial and Consumer Hort Agent for Iredell County. Today, I'm going to talk about the list of BOLOs created by the Plant Disease and Insect Clinic, and that stands for Be on the Lookout For. There's a list that they offer, and it's available to the public on the PDIC website, but it's a list of common plant diseases, pests, and other problems that we can encounter in North Carolina yards and gardens. So I'm going to go through the different areas in your yard and just list a few things to look for. For in your turf grass, you want to be on the lookout. In cool season grasses in particular, you can encounter dollar spot, fairy ring, leaf spot, red thread, different types of rusts. And then in particular to warm season grasses, which several folks are starting to plant in our area, you can also encounter large patch and spring dead spot. As far as woody ornamentals go, some things you want to look out for with arborvitae. You can encounter Phytophthora root rot or Armillaria root rot. With azaleas, same thing, Phytophthora or Armillaria root rot, as well as some Phomopsis dieback and nematode problems. Black cherries, which is a native tree, you can find black knot, it's very descriptive. It's literally a big black knot on the growing on the bark of the plant, and it's a fungal pathogen. On boxwoods, which is something that we're starting to see a lot of damage on. We've got two different issues going on. We're starting to see boxwood blight in Iredell County. I've actually had my first positive identification this year. And then we also have nematode problems. 3 different types. We've got lesion, root knot, and spiral nematodes that are attacking boxwoods and causing some serious damage. And then right now is also the time for the boxwood leaf miner swarming, which this little insect can cause a lot of damage to the foliage of boxwoods. Then with camellias, we do encounter a camellia petal blight and ring spot and flower break, as well as Phytophthora root rot and freeze injury if we get a late freeze. On cherry laurels, you'll start to see shot hole damage or the first signs of shot hole. And one thing in particular, we're starting to see evidence of this early after blooms are starting to fall is fire blight and powdery mildew on all the Rosaceae family trees like crab apples and pears and peaches. And with dogwoods, you can start to see spot anthracnose on the flowers. And then with gardenias, they also suffer from issues like Phytophthora root rot and the root knot nematodes and significant cold injury. And there's several more plants that we could discuss. The one I'm going to jump down to in particular are roses, because people will they baby their roses and they will start to they need to start controlling things such as amarilla root rot, common canker, botrytis canker, black spot in particular, and different types of leaf spot and powdery mildew. So start your preventative sprays once the leaves are fully established on the roses. And also on Leland cypress and junipers, just be aware of those and keep your eyes out if you've got those planted in your yard, because they do also suffer from a lot of needle blight as well as root rot diseases. If you have any questions about any of those things or think you might have those issues with some of your plantings, feel free to give me a call at 704-873-0507, and myself or one of the master gardeners can help you find some answers. Thank you.
And Food and Farm Radio brought to you by our friends at A&A Sales and Service, Highway 21 North. That's Turnersburg Highway here in Statesville.
Real country.
Patsy this morning, walking after midnight. It's 11 minutes away from 7, 11 till 7. And it's Wednesday. It's the 9th day of April, National Unicorn Day. If you see one, be sure you let somebody know, and you'll probably get taken away somewhere. So, anyway, let's see here. On this National Unicorn Day, it was 106 years ago, 1865, that the Civil War ended. Has it really ended? Just saying. Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse up in Virginia, a day which will live in infamy. I mean, that was another one too, but that's it. Let's see what else is on here. The Astrodome, 60 years ago today, 1965. The Astrodome opened with an exhibition game between the Astros and the Yankees. Mickey Mantle hit the stadium's first home run. The Astrodome was the first fully enclosed sports stadium, the first air-conditioned event venue of its size, seating over 70,000 fans.
Nice.
The Bank of America Stadium, I think, will seat 72. I think that's correct. Anyway, with enough space to include an indoor chapel and a bowling alley. I don't I don't remember when Independence Arena was made, which is now Bojangles Arena. That was the big indoor stadium in
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Sorry to say Statesville.
Bank of America Stadium can hold 74,867.
That's really up there in the nosebleed sections too. Let me tell you. Let's see. On this day, 20 years ago, 2005, King Charles married Camilla Parker Bowles. He was the Prince of Wales at the time, and she was the Duchess of Cornwall. And so everybody was like, Yeah. And if you ever watch that, the series, The Crown, it goes through all that stuff where he didn't really want to marry Charles, didn't really want to marry Diana, the whole thing, because he was still had this thing for Camilla. And, and so anyway, then it all happened. Everybody knows what happened. So we're stuck with that. And, they're both on up into their 70s. Can't remember how long, but Kate, isn't it Kate? And
Middlesworth?
well, she's not anymore.
Is that what it was?
She's married to the soon-to-be Prince William, or soon-to-be King William.
I was gonna say he is Prince.
So she's out still going to town now. She had cancer, and they went through all the treatment, supposedly in remission now, and all that.
Right.
So anyway, she's out and about doing more things than the Queen, which is the way it should be. But sometimes the Queen gets a little irritated. And queens usually do get a little irritated.
From what I understand, there's a lot of people that don't like Camilla.
Well, it's because, she was the other woman.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. So anyway, and we could make some jokes about queens, but we won't. It's 7 minutes till 7 o'clock. Get ready for the ultimate adventure at the Carolina Home and Outdoor Expo. Mark your calendars for May 3rd and 4th at the Iredell County Fairgrounds. The Carolina Home and Outdoor Expo, presented by Blue Compass RV, is your one-stop shop for everything home improvement and outdoor adventure. Dreaming of a home makeover? We've got you covered. Craving some outdoor excitement? Check out RVs, campers, trucks, boats, UTVs, and more, all in one place. Sponsored by Randy Marion Statesville, Leaf Filter Gutter Protection, and Best Buy Metals. Don't miss out. Grab your tickets at ncoutdoorexpo.com or snag them at the gate. Grass seed, fertilizer, straw, lime, weed and feed. If your yard needs it, Lowry's in Harmony has it. Whether you're patching up those pesky bare spots, kicking weeds to the curb, or giving your lawn the VIP treatment it deserves, we've got everything to make your grass greener. Literally. Don't let your yard be the one the neighbors whisper about. Get ahead of spring and give your lawn a fresh start. Stop by Lowry's in beautiful downtown Harmony today, and let's grow something great together.
Live and local from Statesville every day, 550 and 92.9 WAME, Real Country.
Don't you know I've come a long, long way? I've been longing to see her. When she's around, she takes my blues away. Sweet Maria, the sunlight surely hurts my eyes. I'm a lonely dreamer on a highway in the sky. There was some blue and sorrow times. Just my thoughts about you bring back my peace of mind. Gypsy lady, you're a miracle work for me. You set my soul free like a ship sailing on the sea. She is the sunlight when the skies are gray. She treats me so right, lady. Take me away. I'm a
It's Real Country at 550 and 92.9 WAME at My Maria. Can't even attempt to get up to the high notes anymore. It just doesn't happen. Speaking of high notes, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Lee Saucemeister on the phone. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. That makes me think of he's everywhere.
There's a certain time in your life when it hurts to
try and get that high.
Try to get that high.
Yeah, that's usually like when you take a baseball to the crotch.
Indeed. Hello.
That is definitely a time in your life where it hurts.
There was a time back in the day when it was a funny thing for middle school or high schoolers to punch each other there, but it soon wore off.
I never understood that.
Yeah, it got me several times.
Well, I don't know. It's I guess it's a phase people go through.
I reckon.
That's not a phase.
The boys start realizing that it's not a comfortable occurrence.
Indeed. It's how
And it makes it round one time, and everybody's like, I don't believe I won't do that anymore. I won't play this game.
That's right. Double dare you. So yeah, well, we all grow through that experience.
Huh.
Even
Nah.
okay. So how's things there in beautiful Cornelius this morning?
Man, I had to turn on the heat.
It's a little chilly. 36 here on beautiful Signal Hill.
There's a nip in the air, definitely.
See, there's a joke that I did a long time ago about that too, but we can't do that anymore.
Can't do that one on there.
No,
Howard Stern could do it.
he could. He could.
Which I don't even know if that sorry thing's on the radio anymore.
I guess he's on satellite. I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Nobody is shocked anymore. He used to be called the shock jock, but nobody is shocked anymore because you can turn on the TV or whatever, and there it is in front of your face. So anyway,
right?
Yeah. So today is National Unicorn Day. Got any of those?
I saw that.
Got any of those down in your way?
No.
You run into?
I did tell you need to watch the Squatty Potty commercial.
Yes.
For all the listeners out there, go to YouTube and check out Squatty Potty. You'll never look at ice cream the same.
Indeed.
I remember that
one
commercial.
of the best little commercials. Such a cute little unicorn.
Yeah, well, it's up here you have the issue with deer crossing. So I figured that in Mecklenburg there might be some unicorn crossing, especially
There might be somewhere.
especially as you get closer to town. So you never know.
I'll check when I get down that way.
Okay, you do that.
But it's also National Banjo Day.
Oh, is it?
I saw that. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm sure we got some listeners that are trained professionals that could tell you whether it is or not.
There are some banjo players out there. That's fact, Jack. All right. Hey, what?
Well, you know what?
What?
It's 7:01.
It is.
Real Country is 550 AM WAME, 92.9 W225BD, Statesville.
All right. It is a minute after 7 o'clock. That makes it news update time. Brought to you by our friends at Caudle Coin and Currency on East Front Street in beautiful downtown Statesville. Well, Abby Trent has resigned from the Iredell Statesville Schools Board of Education. She did so on April 4th, citing concerns for the safety of her family. The District 3 representative and former vice chairman of the board sent the following in an email to her fellow board members. In the beginning of March, I made the choice to move to another county for my safety as well as my daughter's. I have been the victim of yet another instance of harassment and stalking, this time by a member of my own family. It became so extreme that I feared for mine and my daughter's well-being. There are some who are aware of what is going on and have asked if this is a temporary move. I can assure you it is not. Since I have no plans to move back to Iredell County, I feel that it is necessary for me to resign from this board. Please accept this as my formal resignation. Board of Education Chairman Doug Knight confirmed the resignation yesterday afternoon. As required by state law, the party that won the seat will nominate a replacement to be approved by the Board of Education. Iredell GOP Chair Sean McGowan said the party expects to finalize a date for the meeting to replace Trent later this month. Well, an early morning crash yesterday has taken the life of a Mooresville man, according to the North Carolina State Highway Patrol. The incident happened around 3 a.m. yesterday on Interstate 77 southbound between Langtree Road and Griffith Street. Troopers say a 2021 Hyundai Kona was sitting sideways in the road with no lights on due to a previous crash when a 2019 Freightliner tractor-trailer driving south crashed into the Hyundai. The Hyundai's driver, 26-year-old Justin Jack Jenkins of Mooresville, died from his injuries at the scene. The driver of the Freightliner was not injured. Investigators say speed and impairment did not lead to the crash. No charges will be filed. Following the crash, 2 of 3 southbound lanes were closed for about 3 hours, but of course have since reopened. 33-year-old Kelly Lamont Allison Jr. of Klein Street in Statesville has been arrested by Iredell County Sheriff's deputies on felony counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession of a Scheduled I controlled substance, along with misdemeanor counts of carrying a concealed weapon, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Late last Friday evening, deputies conducted a motor vehicle violation at checkpoint on Highway 64 West near Tarleton Road, and they saw a vehicle abruptly turn around in an apparent attempt to avoid the checkpoint. Moments later, a deputy spotted the vehicle after the driver, Kelly Lamont Allison Jr., turned off the headlights and pulled into a driveway on Tarleton Road. The deputy made contact with Allison and noticed the strong odor of marijuana was coming from inside the car. The deputy saw an empty handgun holster in plain view. A search of the vehicle turned up about 10 dosage units of MDMA, a small quantity of marijuana, and a handgun. Allison is a convicted felon and is prohibited by law from possessing a firearm. The suspect was placed in the Iredell County Detention Center with a bond of $25,000. He'll appear in district court on April 25th. Allison is currently on probation on felony charges of possession with intent to sell and deliver a Scheduled II controlled substance, felony possession with intent to sell a Scheduled VI controlled substance, and felony offering bribes. We'll look at your weather forecast and take a look at sports, all coming up in just a moment. Hey, Doug Caudle, why is the road closed in front of Caudle Coin and Currency?
Well, Billy, we've got a big old sinkhole down below us.
What?
But don't worry, you can still get to us. In fact, we're having a sinkhole sale. That's right. Whether you need to buy or sell gold and silver, including jewelry, we can work with you and offer you a fair price and even pay you right on the spot.
Gosh, with all the volatility in the world, tariffs, stock market corrections, high interest rates, wars, rumors of wars, things seem to be in a constant state of turmoil these days. Is gold and silver still a safe haven?
Well, Billy, I'm not a financial advisor, but it sure has worked for thousands of years. So if it makes sense for you, we have gold and silver coins and bars in all sizes, and that will fit any budget.
All right, go by and see our friends at Caudle Coin and Currency. They're located in downtown Statesville at 125 East Front Street. Mention you heard about the sinkhole sale on WAME, and you get to choose a terrific coin from the Billy Buck Box of Prizes. Are you ready to step back in time and discover treasures from the past? Hickory Antique Mall, a locally owned business, is a haven for collectors, history buffs, and anyone seeking a touch of nostalgia. With 63 dealers, you'll find everything from antique furniture to Yu-Gi-Oh cards and everything in between. Hickory Antique Mall is conveniently located at 348 Highway 70 Southwest in Hickory. Hickory Antique Mall is open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday 10 till 6, Sundays 1 till 6. Check us out on Facebook at Hickory Antiques Mall Official.
Attention all home decor and comfort lovers. White Sales Home Furnishings and Flooring just received a huge
Country 550 and 92.9 WAME. And there you are, look at Garth at 19 minutes after 7:19. All right, so 77 is acting up again today. And we've got this particular accident is at 52. That's on down toward the new big intersection.
Yeah.
Uh,
52 is the exit to get off on I-40.
Okay. So they've got all the folks out there. This firewire, tractor trailer, 2 vehicles involved. One of the vehicles had a fire, but they've got it out. 4 vehicles involved. The fire is out, has been out now for about a half hour. There apparently is a fatality. So 77 South, north of town, is having its issues. It'd be, yeah.
So right there in front of Doosan and all that area.
Somewhere in that area, yeah. You would find where the wreck is. So I would imagine if you're coming down from North Idle on 77, I bet they're taking you off on 21.
If not, I exit 59 up in the northern end.
Tomlin Mill.
Yeah.
Because I bet it's backed up all the way up there. So, yeah. So it would be exit 54. They might take you off. That's the 21 exit. So if you're in the Walmart area, chances are it's going to be heavy there for a while.
Yeah.
Especially if they got some visitors coming through town and not used to the diverging diamond. They probably don't have to do the traffic circle, but wait a minute. It's the sneeze that gets you every time. So they don't have to mess with the traffic circle, but they do have to enjoy the diverging diamond to get back on the interstate. So all through that area, it's going to be a mess for quite some time. So this, it doesn't say when it actually happened, but we got this about 40 minutes ago. So that's where we stand now. So 77 South once again, but it's just north of the city of Statesville. So a lot of folks that come from Statesville or come from 40 going south won't have to worry too much about it. All right. So we'll keep you up to date with that as we go along through the rest of the morning and see how things go. My, oh my. It's just been exciting the past couple of days.
Yes, it has.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, let's get to doing what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right. Birthday and anniversary time. You got a birthday or anniversary going on today. Let's hear from you. Or if we've missed one the past day or two, holler at us, 704-873-9929, 873-9929, and we'll get it on for you. Or, of course, you can always hit us on the Facebooks or the YouTubes, and we'll get you fixed up. And, of course, birthdays and anniversaries brought to you by BridgeNet Fiber. So BridgeNet Fiber, in the eastern part of Statesville right now, you can get a monthly installment for $52.99, high-speed internet, and that includes Wi-Fi. Call 704-228-1001 for all the details. All right, Brian Fink. You have met him many times here on the airwaves as the captain of the ship at the vessel. There on Lake Norman. Well, of course, there's 2 vessels there now. One, I wonder if he's in charge of the one at Lookout, because we put a vessel over on Lookout Lake.
You know,
So,
probably. If he's over all of them.
If he's
may be
all
over
over
that
the
one
vessel,
too.
yes, that's right. So maybe instead of a captain, he's a commodore now. We'll call that. But anyway, happy birthday, Brian Fink, this morning. All right, Jennifer Bird is celebrating her birthday. Good morning, Jennifer. Have yourself a great day. That would be 46. Marie Nance is celebrating that birthday. Good morning, Marie. You have a great day today. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, okay. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Billy?
Good. Got us a birthday?
I do. My great niece, Casey Troutman Reed, is 31 today.
My goodness. Casey Troutman Reed is birthday today. Dan, did we say how old?
31.
31.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Casey, happy 31 to you today. Remember back when you were 31. You even have to remember back when you were 31.
9 years ago.
Uh-huh. William Gandy, I guess that would be Bill Gandy for most, is 25 today. Welcome to a quarter of a century there, William. Sandy Tingley. That's Sandy. She's 54 today.
Queen of the Home Depot.
That's exactly right. So you go see her today over at the Home Depot. Let's see here. Johnson, Burris, Anna Mary. Anamari.
Anna Marie.
Anna Marie. So,
That's what I would.
yeah, I guess Anna Marie. But this must be
Joint.
last name first name last.
Maybe.
Maybe it's Anna Marie Johnson Burris or Anna Marie Burris Johnson. One of the two. So Anna Marie, have a great day today, whichever the way you want to be. She's got a pretty picture up there, I'll tell you that. All right, who else is on here? Kristen Magianis celebrating 43 today. Annette Oswalt celebrating that big old birthday. Good morning, Annette. You have a great day today. Elisa Medish, Medich.
That's how. Yeah.
I think you do the sh and not the ch with those. So anyway, Elisa, have a great day. 57 today. Did I say Annette Oswalt?
You did.
Okay, so Annette, we got Annette. We got Kristen Magianis. All right. Oh, look at this. Joni Wood celebrating that birthday today. Mama Wood.
Yeah.
So good morning, Joni. You have a great day. Jimmy Trent celebrating 74 today. Almost 3/4 of a century there, Jimmy. David Montaigne celebrating 53. Good morning, David. And Tom Anderson, former police chief of the city of Statesville.
Chief Anderson.
Celebrating that big old birthday today. So big old happy birthday, Chief. I guess you're still Chief, even though you're not Chief at the moment.
Sure.
There you go. All right, let me flip back to the Facebooks and see if we've got one that got plotted on there. Don't see one right offhand. So who's on your list?
So I have Brandon Johnson, who we mentioned his mom the other day from retiring from ecom.
Oh, yeah.
He went to high school with me.
All right.
Then I have Sandy Lee Tingley. So happy birthday to those two. Aaron Combs, that I used to work with at EMS. Happy birthday, Aaron. Marty Gaddy used to be a longtime customer of mine over at Logan's.
Oh,
She was
really?
a regular of mine. So
Very nice.
Jackie Morgan Atkins is in Savannah. She's my mom's best friend growing up and
in Savannah.
Still keep in touch.
That's right.
And then Amy Nicole Whitaker. It's her birthday today.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't see the phone ringing. So celebrity birthdays today. We've got Ella or Elle Fanning. She plays Princess Aurora on the movie Maleficent. She's 27.
I wonder if she's kin to Dakota Fanning.
I think so.
Might be her sister.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart, who everybody knows is the whiny little girl in Twilight, is celebrating 35 today.
Keisha Knight Pulliam is 46. She played Rudy, little Rudy,
That was the
on
little
the
sister, right?
Yeah, on the Cosby Show.
All right. Jenna Jameson is 51, mom, wife, and conservative with a checkered past.
She was on some naughty movies.
Uh-huh.
Cynthia, and I said I would know that. That's read it. I read it here. Cynthia Nixon, 59. She plays Miranda on Sex and the City.
Okay. I almost read this one wrong because I saw Dennis and was thinking Denise at first.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis Quaid is 71.
That's right. Hal Ketchum, born on this date back in 1953. He played at one of our WFMX homecomings
yeah.
years ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner was born on this day in 1926, passed away in 2017.
That's right. And stepping on his blue suede shoes, Carl Perkins, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, born on this date back in 1932.
Yeah.
All right. See anybody else?
I don't see anybody.
All right. Well, let's spin to win on that prize wheel and see what we come up with. There she goes. Red today. Red today. And red is Casey Troutman Reed. All right, Casey, congratulations. You get the big win today. You get yourself a gift certificate to Andrea's Ice Cream and Sweet Shop on South Center Street in beautiful downtown Statesville, where everything she makes is satisfying and delicious. So all we need is that address, and we'll get you fixed up with a gift certificate. All right, happy birthday and anniversary to all of you from your friends right here at WAME.
Greetings, music lovers. Ray Benson here from Asleep at the Wheel. Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, delivers music, moments, and memories each year. Join the fun to hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Flores, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The Warren Treaty, The Steel Drivers, Sam Bush, Red Cobb, Stephen Wilson Jr., Asleep at the Wheel, and more. Join us on April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Visit merlefest.org for the full lineup to volunteer or purchase tickets.
Attention all home decor and comfort lovers. White Sales Home Furnishings and Flooring just received a huge truckload of spring air back support mattresses, and they're on sale now. All sizes and firmness levels available at unbeatable prices. Plus, we've got a massive selection of home furnishings, including sofas, recliners, tables, and more at spectacular savings. And that's not all. When you're ready to give your floors a makeover, we've got the best selection of carpet, hardwood, laminates, and more. Hurry in today to shop our incredible deals and revamp your home in style. White Sales, 583 Turnersburg Highway, Statesville.
Springtime is here, and our showroom is blooming. Who has a game room in the works? Are you looking for family and home entertainment? Look no further than Pocket Change Amusement. We're your premier source with the largest retail showroom in the area. Open to the public, and we offer competitive pricing you just can't beat. Pool tables, foosball, air hockey, shuffleboard, jukeboxes, neon signs, skee ball, arcade systems, supplies, and so much more. Come see us Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, 2731 Emily Hill Road in Statesville, just a half mile off I-77, exit 45. Come on in the jukebox store.
It ain't called classic for nothing. It's country. It's real music. And it's always playing here at Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
Mary Chapin Carpenter and just hush up and plant a big one on my face. It's 18 minutes. What?
Hush up and pucker up.
That's right. Half there, Jack. I like that one. That's pretty good. All right. 77 South.
It's kind of awkward. I said that and you walked into the room.
Oh,
messed
yeah.
that
Well, you know how to go.
Ooh.
Holy moly. Look what you done been doing here. So let's see here.
You're saying 77 South.
Which is north of I saw the signs. They've changed that to the Robert Collier
interchange.
I can't remember if it's junior or senior.
Oh,
Junior. Okay. Robert Collier Jr. Interchange.
Oh,
Interchange.
I
Yeah.
missed that.
Anyway, north of that, between the Highway 2154 exit, they had a tractor trailer, 2 or 3 cars. Once again, I think there's a fatality. So they've got 77 southbound all messed up there. They're probably exiting you off of Highway 21.
Probably.
If it's really backed up, or if before you get to the backup, you want to take Tomlin Mill, which is exit 54.
59.
59. But you're still, it's going to take you a while to come down because that's Jennings Road.
Honestly, I would cut across and go all the way across to 115. Get off at the 60 and go that way, or 64, 62, whatever it is. Go across that way.
So anyway, yeah, well, maybe
make it easy.
Stay off the roads.
That's right.
It's probably backed up to Union Grove. If there's a fatality, it's probably backed up all the way to Union Grove.
Could be. So anyway, southbound 77 north of Statesville has got the problems today. They've got one on Brawley School Road. But that doesn't affect that affects a lot of people in Mooresville. If you're out that way too. All right.
We have some listeners down in Mooresville.
Two listeners. There you go. So this is also National Public Health Week. It's called Your Health, Our Mission. Big open house over at the health department. That'll be from 4 until 7 o'clock this afternoon. You can tour the mobile health unit, browse available health services, resources. There's even a raffle going on.
And free prostate exams.
So that's all today between 4 and 7 at the Idaho County Health Department. Again, right there on Turnersburg Highway.
How do you know which vitamins, herbs, or homeopathics are right for you? Come to Lowry Drug. You will be amazed at our selection of natural products, including vitamins, minerals, protein supplements, herbs, homeopathics, essential oils, and Bach flower remedies. We have quality products and smart selection for your better health. Come see us at Lowry Drug on Harkness Road in Statesville or call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
With racing-inspired automotive-style suspension and integrated cutting decks, Ferris commercial mowers are engineered to deliver a quality cut faster, allowing professional landscapers to earn more profit and bragging rights. Ferris suspension is not just a feature or a marketing gimmick. It's a game changer that simply has to be experienced. True suspension changes everything. Visit RC's Lawnmower Sales and Service, 150 RC Farm Drive, and set up a test drive and feel the Ferris difference. Ferris, experience suspension. Hey, if you're looking for a new mattress, come on by Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress at 1010 Salisbury Road. They carry the gold standard of two-sided mattresses, Golden Mattress. Why pay for a one-sided mattress when you can get a two-sided mattress for less than the price of a one-sided mattress? At Southern Comfort, we stock the only two-sided pocketed coil mattress on the market. We stock the old school heavy-duty coil mattress for the 300-plus pound size person. We have plush to firm to fit whatever comfort level you're looking for. And everything's in stock. So why wait and why pay high prices for a one-sided mattress when you can get two sides for less than the price of a one side? Come on by the gold standard of two-sided mattresses. And this just in, stop by now to see the brand new inventory of recliners by Best Home Furnishings at Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress, 1010 Salisbury Road in Statesville.
This is Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
I was standing in line at the city bus stop, soaked to the skin from every raindrop. I see you driving by just like a phantom jet, with your arm around some little brunette. You say you won't be home because you're working late. Honey, I'm no fool, you've been out on a date. The lipstick on your collar gives your game away. Strawberry red and mine's plain frosted. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad, I'm in misery. It's breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me. Well, I called you up on the telephone. I could hear you was playing Haggard and Jones. I knew right then that there was something wrong. There's only one reason you play cheating songs. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad, I'm in misery. It's breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me, yeah. Well, I went to the bank with my little checkbook. The cashier
At 550 and 92.9 WAME. Good morning. 11 till 8 o'clock, 11 till 8. And we've got sunshine looking pretty, a little chilly. 38 our temperature out there this morning. All right, time for William Morgan from Capital Management Group of the Carolinas.
Yeah. Watching CNBC can make you feel like you're on a roller coaster.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm looking here at the headlines. It appears, the U.S. was imposing an additional 50% tariff on China because they didn't play well.
Yes.
Well, and now King Jong whatever decides, okay, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. An 84% tariff from China on U.S. goods, leading to the futures markets down about 700 points, plus or minus. And yesterday, what a roller coaster ride yesterday.
Yes.
Thought it was going to be a good day. The futures market headed up almost 2,000 points.
Yeah.
At one point, it was headed that way, fell down almost 700 points and finished down 300 points. It was kind of like, it was kind of like having a good day on death row.
Your last meal came.
If you
it tasted good.
It was good. You're going to take it with you, brother. So all the conversation, and the market's looking for a footing. It's looking for a bottom. Again, I say this has a lot to do with the calendar as well. I think the market was looking for a reason to go into a correction. We had been a long time historically without a correction. We had gone further than we typically do. We did enter a bear market, albeit briefly, depending on the index that you're looking at. And of course, that had been a while. at the same time. But yeah, a lot of conversation about it. Will this lead us into a recession? And the fact of the matter is nobody really knows, because we don't know how it's going to play out, whether he's going to keep the tariffs in place higher and longer, whether they're going to negotiate. As he said, 50 countries are talking to him. I don't know who they are, but still, the fact that Myanmar puts a 10% tariff on the crack that they sell to the U.S. is not going to hurt our economy. So I thought it would be important to take a look at what really is a recession.
Okay.
The common definition is 2 consecutive quarters where the U.S. economy has been shrinking, as measured by the growth rate for the gross domestic product, or the GDP. It applies to other nations as well, the global economy, and even other financial metrics. For instance, some stock market analysts will refer to an earnings recession, and that's where the average growth rate of the largest stocks has been negative for 2 quarters in a row. The most recent earnings recession that we had was 3 years ago, 22 through probably early of 23. So generally, a recession means a sustained decline rather than a short-term disruption. Now, we're having a short-term disruption right now. Recessions can happen for a lot of reasons. You can have a global financial crisis like we saw in 2008, geopolitical unrest like Ukraine or Gaza, or even a global pandemic like we had in 2020. And although economists and traders alike sometimes detect waning momentum, unexpected events are often to blame for meaningful downturns that catch even the smartest businesses, the consumers, and investors by surprise. So, what do you do during a recession? Well, you move on. And we enter a recession, we typically work through it, and we come out on the other side actually better than we went into it. But I get questions often, well, what should I invest in a recession? Well, maybe it's not necessarily what you invest in a recession. It's what you own at the time a recession hits. You need a well-diversified portfolio. Don't stick all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Take a look at avoiding maybe cyclical stocks. And what I mean by that, the economy runs in cycles. And some businesses do well when things are booming, but suffer mightily when the recession strikes. They're called cyclical stocks because they're very sensitive to trends in consumer spending. Think hotels, for example, automakers that sell high-priced cars, retailers that depend on Americans taking frequent trips to the mall. Okay, those would be cyclical type stocks.
Okay.
You realize I'm not mentioning names here. I'm
That's
just
right.
talking about asset class categories. You could stick to defensive sectors. It may not have as much upside when things are booming, but they tend to be more stable. Things like, whether we have inflation, high interest rates, low interest rates, a recession, you lost your job, something happened, you walk into a dark room, what do? You turn the light switch on.
Right.
Utilities. Businesses that sell consumer staples. Everybody needs toothpaste and toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what the situation. Okay. So defensive stocks depend on strong baseline demand through the entire economic cycle, not just whether or not you have extra money that you want to spend. It's generally true that the larger companies on Wall Street are more stable than the smaller ones. That's not always the case, but typically they have cash reserves to fall back on, as well as big brand names and rich histories. We refer to these as moats of safety, and they can protect from short-term disruptions. And then finally, large companies with stable profits often spread the wealth, and that's through dividends. This flow of profits back to shareholders sweetens that total return. That's pretty nice. It also establishes a level of reliability in underlying operations. If you cut dividends, that's a huge black eye for that particular company.
Yes.
So a business that generates cash flow sufficient to support regular payouts, and in the best case scenario, backs one of those stocks known for dependable dividend growth. In other words, they increase that dividend quarter over quarter or year over year. I will mention one company. This is not a recommendation to buy, but just as an example, Johnson & Johnson has increased their quarterly dividend for over 60 years, every single quarter.
Really?
That's pretty
Is this
consecutive.
Johnson & Johnson a family company? Or Johnson & Johnson, you could call me Ray.
This is not Johnson Auto Parts.
Okay.
Although they are very stable. Good morning, Steve. No, this is Johnson & Johnson. Toothpaste, toilet paper, and Q-tips. Okay.
Got you covered.
All right. So again, talk with your financial advisor if you have questions. It's going to be bumpy for a while, people. But, again, things are still on sale. If you're a long-term investor, there may be some bargains out there for you.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, if you have any comments or questions on this, all you have to do is contact William Morgan.
704-878-6677. The web address, mycmg.net. You can find us on Facebook.
every time you hear William Morgan on the radio, you will always be
right on the money.
Thank you.
You sure? I guess so.
Yeah, well.
All right, all right.
Securities offered through Grove Point Investments, LLC. Member, FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Grove Point Advisors, LLC. Grove Point Investments, LLC and Grove Point Advisors, LLC are subsidiaries of Grove Point Financial, LLC. Capital Management Group is not affiliated with Grove Point Financial, LLC or its subsidiaries.
Statesville schools rank among the 20 largest school districts in North Carolina. Our teachers represent a wealth of knowledge, with the average teacher in our district having 15 years of teaching experience. Iredell Statesville Schools' innovative approach blends a one-to-one technology initiative with collaborative best practices and a hands-on approach to learning. In addition to traditional school settings, the district provides a wide range of exciting educational opportunities through our choice programs, specifically designed for unique student needs. No matter your age, your background, or your personal goals, there's a place for you in the Iredell Statesville Schools.
Get a ride on time. Iredell County Transportation System, ICATS, provides safe, affordable transportation for all residents. ICATS help Iredell County residents get to and from the store, dialysis, work, doctor visits, parks and recreation, and so much more. ICATS works with everyone to provide safe transportation on schedule. Have peace of mind when traveling with ICATS. They hire professional drivers to help serve our community. ICATS continues to be a well-known, respected public transportation system, and they strive to work with their riders to ensure everyone has a positive experience. Dial 704-873-9393 to schedule your ride today. That's 704-873-9393, or visit rideicats.com. Springtime is here, and our showroom is blooming. Who has a game room in the works? Are you looking for family and home entertainment? Look no further than Pocket Change Amusement. We're your premier source with the largest retail showroom in the area. Open to the public, and we offer competitive pricing you just can't beat. Pool tables, foosball, air hockey, shuffleboard, jukeboxes, neon signs, skee ball, arcade system supplies, and so much more. Come see us Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, 2731 Ebony Hill Road in Statesville, just a half mile off I-77, exit 45. Come on in the jukebox store. You know, since 1970, Godfrey's Tree Service, a third-generation locally owned and operated business, has been proudly serving Iredell County. With over 50 years' experience, they're experts in protecting your property from tree damage, focusing on quality, service, accuracy, and safety. Storm cleanup, tree removal, pruning, stump grinding, and removal, Godfrey's can handle it all. Godfrey's Tree Service, when experience counts the most. So call Godfrey's today for a free tree inspection and estimate. 704-880-2934. Let Godfrey's go out on a limb for you.
I'm yelling timber. Well, Abby Trent has resigned from the Iredell Statesville Schools Board of Education. She did so on April 4th, citing concerns for the safety of her family. The District 3 representative and former vice chairman of the board sent the following in an email to her fellow board members. In the beginning of March, I made the choice to move to another county for my safety as well as my daughter's. I have been the victim of yet another instance of harassment and stalking, this time by a member of my own family. It became so extreme that I feared for mine and my daughter's well-being. There are some who are aware of what is going on, and I have asked if this is a temporary move. I can assure you it is not. Since I have no plans to move back to Iredell County, I feel that it is necessary for me to resign from this board. Please accept this as my formal resignation. Board of Education Chairman Doug Knight confirmed the resignation yesterday afternoon. As required by state law, the party that won the seat will nominate a replacement to be approved by the Board of Education. Iredell GOP Chair Sean McGowan said the party expects to finalize a date for the meeting to replace Trent later this month. Well, an early morning crash yesterday has taken the life of a Mooresville man, according to the North Carolina State Highway Patrol. The incident happened around 3 a.m. yesterday on Interstate 77 southbound between Langtree Road and Griffith Street. Troopers say a 2021 Hyundai Kona was sitting sideways in the road with no lights on due to a previous crash when a 2019 Freightliner tractor trailer driving south crashed into the Hyundai. The Hyundai's driver, 26-year-old Justin Jack Jenkins of Mooresville, died from his injuries at the scene. The driver of the Freightliner was not injured. Investigators say speed and impairment did not lead to the crash. No charges will be filed. Following the crash, 2 of 3 southbound lanes were closed for about 3 hours, but of course have since reopened. 33-year-old Kelly Lamont Allison Jr. of Klein Street in Statesville has been arrested by Iredell County Sheriff's deputies on felony counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession of a Scheduled 1 controlled substance, along with misdemeanor counts of carrying a concealed weapon, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Late last Friday evening, deputies conducted a motor vehicle violation at checkpoint on Highway 64 West near Tarleton Road, and they saw a vehicle abruptly turn around in an apparent attempt to avoid the checkpoint. Moments later, a deputy spotted the vehicle after the driver, Kelly Lamont Allison Jr., turned off the headlights and pulled into a driveway on Tarleton Road. The deputy made contact with Allison and noticed the strong odor of marijuana was coming from inside the car. The deputy saw an empty handgun holster in plain view. A search of the vehicle turned up about 10 dosage units of MDMA, a small quantity of marijuana, and a handgun. Allison is a convicted felon and is prohibited by law from possessing a firearm. The suspect was placed in the Iredell County Detention Center with a bond of $25,000. He'll appear in district court on April 25th. Allison is currently on probation on felony charges of possession with intent to sell and deliver a Scheduled 2 controlled substance, felony possession with intent to sell a Scheduled 6 controlled substance, and felony offering bribes. We'll look at your weather forecast and take a look at sports, all coming up in just a moment. Hey, Doug Caudle, why is the road closed in front of Caudle Coin and Currency?
Well, Billy, we've got a big old sinkhole down below us.
What?
But don't worry, you can still get to us. In fact, we're having a sinkhole sale. That's right. Whether you need to buy or sell gold and silver, including jewelry, we can work with you and offer you a fair price and even pay you right on the spot.
Gosh, you know, with all the volatility in the world, tariffs, stock market corrections, high interest rates, wars, rumors of wars, things seem to be in a constant state of turmoil these days. Is gold and silver still a safe haven?
Well, Billy, I'm not a financial advisor, but it sure has worked for thousands of years. So if it makes sense for you, we have gold and silver coins and bars in all sizes, and that will fit any budget.
All right, go by and see our friends at Caudle Coin and Currency. They're located in downtown Statesville at 125 East Front Street. Mention you heard about the sinkhole sale on WAME, and you get to choose a terrific coin from the Billy Buck box of prizes. You know, these days there's an auto parts store on every corner, big flashy buildings with catchy jingles and slogans to get your attention. However, jingles and slogans doesn't mean you'll find the knowledge and service to get the parts that you need. What you need is Johnson's Automotive and Auto Value Auto Parts. Locally owned and operated, Johnson's gets it right the first time. No return trips or incorrect parts. Their 91 years of experience in the automotive parts industry guarantees you'll get the correct part for your vehicle the first time. Johnson's is proud to provide Auto Value Auto Parts, as well as Champion, Moog, Gates, Felpro, Wicks, and Wagner, just to name a few. You need a hydraulic line and need it fast? Well, Johnson's can make any hydraulic line you need in just a matter of minutes. You won't find this kind of service and knowledge at any chain store, only Johnson's. And right now, get Prime Guard Synthetic Blend Motor Oil for only $3.79 a quart when you buy 6 quarts or more. Support your local business. Shop local. Shop Johnson's Automotive, 1112 Shelton Avenue in Statesville.
Ryan Scott's over here at Randy Marion Ford. What's going on?
Billy Buck, new location, Randy Marion Ford pre-owned right here on Folger Drive. Yes, right across the interstate from the main Ford Lincoln showroom. We have moved over here, so number one, we can stock more units. Number two, we can service our customers better. And number three, when you stock more units in volume, the prices are better. So Randy Marion Ford pre-owned right here on Folger Drive, right across the interstate from the main Ford and Lincoln showroom. Come see us today.
Iredell Memorial Hospital is growing to better serve you.
Our expanded emergency department features 10 additional treatment spaces.
And our expanded critical care unit nearly doubles our current space.
That means you can receive care from an award-winning hospital in Statesville.
Big enough to handle your hospital, emergency, imaging, and surgery needs with experienced providers and staff.
For more than 70 years, people have said, I choose Iredell for my health care.
Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
The Carolina Swap Shop, weekdays at 10 a.m.
doing now?
I tell you, we got the deals going on. Typical Randy Marion fashion. King of Price 2024 brand new Chevrolet Malibu LT starting at $19,988. $19,988, brand new, not used. You come pick the color today. Randy Marion Chevrolet Statesville, right here on I-40. Look for the spinning car, folks, because that's where the deals are.
Hello, this is Jason Drum from Drum Landscape Supply. We just want to say welcome back spring. Well, almost. But it's time to get your lawn revived with our locally produced pre-emergent crabgrass control and fertilizer. NC State University recommends to get it put out on your lawn to the best crabgrass control. Also a good time to put out lime and all kinds of different things for your lawns. So come on down and see us at 2410 Northside Drive in Statesville. That's also called the Frontage Road. Drum Landscape Supply is formerly Bell Landscape Supply. We're in the same location with the same great folks, same great products. Everything's the same except the name. So come on down and see us. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hey, Grandpa, what's for supper? I got a pint of beans so hot and steamy, a pint of slaw in red or white, a pound of fresh barbecue fresh off the hog, a dozen hush puppies, and a whole lot more to feed your family of 4. Call Randy's Barbecue now at 704-873-4444 or 704-528-2300. Let Randy's take care of dinner tonight. Southern barbecue done right. Hey, are you ready to strike gold? Well, Carolina Prospectors has everything you need to find treasure. With over 900 products chosen specifically for your prospecting adventures, we're your one-stop shop for coins, minerals, rock hounding supplies, and more. Swing by the unique gift shop in Statesville to buy, sell, and trade silver and gold coins. We also buy scrap gold and silver jewelry. Plus, we have a large selection of ammo in stock. And when you get there, tell them you heard about it on WAME and you'll get a free quartz crystal point healing stone. Carolina Prospectors, your go-to destination for all things shiny and valuable. Visit us at 414 Turnersburg Highway in Statesville today. With their patented adjustable operator platform and suspension technology, Ferris stand-on commercial mowers deliver the kind of heightened productivity that has become synonymous with the Ferris brand. Precision engineered for superior maneuverability and traction, the SRS Z1, Z2, and Z3X mowers are loaded with innovative features that live up to Ferris' unwavering commitment to help you work faster, take on more jobs, and finish the day feeling good. Visit RC's Lawnmower Sales and Service, 150 RC Farm Drive in Troutman for a test drive today. Ferris, experience suspension.
Hey, Jeff Hammond, tell us about Little Shavers Wood Shop.
It's a great place to go to be able to try to get what you need, whether you're a professional builder or just a handyman. They've got it all, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. That's the one thing about that Chad and Jimbo Shaver have done over there when they built Little Shavers, was that they put something out there for the convenience really of our area. We don't really have one of the big major supply houses that close, so that yet they decided we're going to do this for them, for the community, and everybody I think has been benefiting from it. And the big thing is when you come in the door, I mean, you get personalized service, whether you're, needing some paint, again, whether you're painting your barn or whether you're doing your den, they can mix you up some Pittsburgh paint. They got some great, lines of paint, the stains available up there, all kinds of flooring. And again, great prices. They'll match people's prices from around the county. They can do it.
Thanks, Jeff. Little Shavers Wood Shop, 3301 Salisbury Highway in Statesville. Call 704-872-3148.
All righty, good morning. It's 22 minutes after 8 o'clock, 22 after 8 on a beautiful, look at that day out there, just sunshine, blue skies. It's 39 degrees, but other than that, everything is good. It's going to be a fine day in the sunny South. All right, with that good mood in mind, let's do this. Yes, it's time once again for the world's most popular radio game show, and that, of course, is The Impossible Question, the opportunity for you to win fabulous prizes. All right, we'll go back to yesterday, the question and answer.
Research suggests that people who do this at the start of their day are much happier. When they do what? And the answer was open the curtains and let in the sunshine, or blinds, or blackout
curtains.
That's it. All right, Cameron got the big win yesterday, so congratulations. All right, now we've got today's impossible question. Listen carefully. All right, let's talk about pets. You've got pets.
I do. I have several.
Dogs and pigs.
Dogs and a pig.
And a pig, yes. All right, 2%, very small amount, keep that in mind. 2% of people surveyed said the top way that they show love to their pet is by doing this. Is by doing what? All right. 2% of the people we surveyed said the top way they show love to their pet is by doing this. By doing what? All right, 704-873-9929. 704-873-9929. Or hit us up on the Facebooks or YouTube and see if you can answer this morning's impossible question. All righty, let's get over here and see what we got. Good morning. How you doing?
Good.
Good. What do you think?
They use Charmin on their behind. That's what they caught it.
No, that's not it. But a good guess. His mind goes to places that you never know where it's going to be.
Apparently.
Apparently, that's what it was. All right. No, that's not it. Casey says, buy another pet. No, that's a good one.
You get into danger whenever you start doing that.
This is true. Richard says, carry him around in like a purse or like an accessory.
That's a good guess.
That's good too. But no, that's not it. Coleman comes back and says, kissing them on the mouth.
Ew.
It's okay. I can imagine Coleman doing that. I think he has a pet viper.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and he kisses it on the mouth all day. Well, he's one of those, what is it?
I don't know.
I can't either. Anyway, yeah, well, that too. All right, so no, Justin says, talk to them. No, not talk to them. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. What do you think?
What is it? What about they let them eat at the table?
Hey, there you go. That's good. But no, that's not it.
All right.
All right. My wife would kill if a dog or an animal ate at the table.
Yeah, don't do that.
Justin says, let them sleep in the bed with you.
There is that.
Does your little pig sleep in the bed with you?
No, she has her own area.
Because you have little piglets there. Good morning. How you doing?
Massage their paws.
Do what's that?
Massage their paws.
Massage their paws.
Oh, that's very nice. But no, that's not it. All right, thank you. Good morning. How you doing? Hello. I guess we missed you. Okay. So much for that one. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing good.
Hey, what do you think?
Scratch them behind the ears.
They do like that.
They do like that. That's for sure. But no, that's not it.
Have a good one, Bill.
All right, you too. All right. This is the way you show love to your pet.
Right.
And again, that's only 2%. 2%.
Very small percentage. And I thought it was larger.
Yeah. Well, the way, Good morning. How you doing? Good heavens. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, Billy. You talk about animals. You know how you can tell who loves you the most?
How?
Your wife or your dog? you lock them both in the closet and leave them in there for a half a day, and see when you open the door, see which one's glad to see you.
Okay. All right. Bye.
So we'll take his guess as locking them in the closet.
Yeah. No. Let's see here. I have dogs, but I don't kiss them. Ron, you don't put lipstick on that pig of yours, do you?
No.
Sandra says, get them a pup cup. No.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Andy says, take them to the pet dentist.
You should do that anyway.
That shows love. If Andy would go to the dentist every now and then, it would be showing love. But no, that's not it. All right. Once again, the way the question reads, 2% of people surveyed said the top way they show love to their pet is by doing this. By doing what? All right.
I can't say I've never done this, but I have done this. Well, I haven't. Somebody else did it for
dogs. You?
Yeah.
Your big dogs?
They were much smaller then.
But they were the same dogs.
Yes.
It wasn't like a Chihuahua or something.
No, I've never had a Chihuahua.
They're mean and nervous. You ever notice that? I don't know why it is. They're all
they think somebody's gonna step on them.
It could be. All right. So 3 folks have answered them correctly, but they've been winners here not too long ago. So 3 of you have the correct answers, but I know one of them won't take the prize, and the other couple have won here lately. So keep trying. They show love to their pet by doing this. They show love to their pet by doing this. Mike, when's the last time Mike Davidson won?
I don't remember Mike Davidson. I don't remember the name, so I can't say.
Cooking chicken, cooking sausage at the pancake.
It's been a while.
Yes. So we will, Richard, is that what you said? Richard said, afraid of getting stepped on. That's good. But no.
Oh, I didn't even realize Richard said that, but I said that.
That's not it, but that's pretty good. All right. So we will award to the last one there. Mike says, getting them dressing them up is exactly what we're looking for. Very good. All right. So I will say the boys over at Country Bargain got it right. Coleman got it right, and Corey got it right. But Mike is going to be the big winner. And so I picture a little Chihuahua up on the grill. No, I don't. I was just joking. I didn't mean to say that. Although it would, I could see that. All right, Mike, you got the big win this morning. That's right. They showed love to their pet by dressing them up. I imagine the pet itself would not think that's love.
Some pets like it. I have seen some dogs that every time that you dress them up, if they go to try to take the clothing off of them, they're like growling, not wanting it off.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's weird.
They have to be a Chihuahua.
My mom dressed my dogs up one time.
I cannot see those big dogs of yours putting.
Well, it was Heinz and his mom Jasmine.
What I've seen before that's kind of funny is the mask. They'll put that mask on.
The dinosaur mask.
Yeah,
those are hilarious.
That is pretty funny. I don't know that the animals like it, but it's pretty funny. All right, it is 8:31.
With their patented adjustable operator platform and suspension technology, Ferris stand-on commercial mowers deliver the kind of heightened productivity that has become synonymous with the Ferris brand. Precision engineered for superior maneuverability and traction, the SRS Z1, Z2, and Z3X mowers are loaded with innovative features that live up to Ferris' unwavering commitment to help you work faster, take on more jobs, and finish the day feeling good. Visit RC's Lawnmower Sales and Service, 150 RC Farm Drive in Troutman for a test drive today. Ferris, experience suspension.
Hey, Jeff Hammond, tell us about Little Shavers Wood Shop.
It's a great place to go to be able to try to get what you need, whether you're a professional builder or just a handyman. They've got it all, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. That's the one thing about that Chad and Jimbo Shaver have done over there when they built Little Shavers, was that they put something out there for the convenience really of our area. We don't really have one of the big major supply houses that close, so that yet they decided we're going to do this for them, for the community, and everybody I think has been benefiting from it. And the big thing is when you come in the door, I mean, you get personalized service, whether we're needing some paint, again, whether you're painting your barn or whether you're doing your den, they can mix you up some Pittsburgh paint. They got some great lines of paint and stains available up there, all kinds of flooring, and again, great prices. They'll match people's prices from around the county. They can do it.
Thanks, Jeff. Little Shavers Wood Shop, 3301 Salisbury Highway in Statesville. Call 704-872-3148.
Hey, buzz on over to Fort Dobbs Hardware for spring chats. You got questions about bees? Well, join us for a bee chat question and answer with commercial beekeeper Dickie Lippard on April 12th from 10 a.m. till 12 noon and get the buzz on all things bees. Then get your garden growing with tips from Melvin York from Daddy Pete Farms at our In the Garden question and answer session. That'll be on April 18th from 2 to 4 p.m. Both events are absolutely free, but spots are limited. Call to pre-register now. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook for updates on these and other exciting events at Fort Dobbs Hardware. All right, so funny is that Mike texted back and says, they are cooking hot dogs at the Bentley Center tomorrow. Now they're not, they're real hot dogs, not Chihuahua. Exactly. So anyway, all right. So then we got this desperate text just moments ago from the Sunny South weather girl, Sherry Bell Wilson.
Oh yeah.
She goes, holy cow. Completely forgot to tell you that today is my middle son, Jacob's birthday.
It's Jacob's birthday.
You know how old he is?
I don't.
30.
Gosh, he's grown up.
And I don't know how that could be because Sherry is only 35.
Right.
So I don't know how that could happen. So anyway, so Jacob, it's not that mom forgot your birthday. She just
forgot to text us.
She forgot to let us know about it. See, so don't feel bad. Also, she wrote down Jacob Queen is celebrating that big old birthday. Oh, right. No. Oh, Jacob Queen is
her son.
You know, when she has a name like Sherry Bell Wilson, the queen gets lost in there somewhere.
She is the queen.
Well, she is. Yes, she is. Again. Okay. So there you are. So Jacob, a big old happy birthday to you. All right. It is 25 minutes away from 9:00. ride around with you. Well, not if you're on I-77. Thank you very much. Still,
I don't think you're doing much riding.
you're just kind of, you just kind of, now you are moving to a degree. They got you going to the side there a little bit, but 77 southbound. This time though, it's north of the big 40 interchange.
Yeah.
We got to start calling it, since they have Ferguson International Jetport. Now it's named after Judge Collier. So we have to call it the Collier. We'll think of something really cool. Anyway, the big interchange. So there was a tractor trailer, 2 or 3 cars involved there. And unfortunately, there was a fatality reported. I don't have official word on that, but I do have that from Firewire. So anyway, we've got that going on, 77 southbound. So they're probably exiting you off onto 21, Turnersburg Highway, and that'll get you back down to 40, which will get you on to 77. So traffic on Turnersburg Highway is incredible anyway. I can only imagine what it's doing now. So, or if you really know your way around, you could take the Tomlin Mill exit. That's 59, and you could turn right off of that. Stop in at the
Tomlin Mill one stop.
Tomlin Mill one stop. Get you something to drink. Then Ron says to cut across the country and get onto Highway 115.
Just take a right, go to the end there, turn left on Jennings, make the first right on Friendship, and go all the way up to 115. Take a left.
See there, So, or just go straight down Jennings until you get down to Ebenezer there.
But if you think about it, all that traffic that's getting off on 21.
Well,
it's
actually,
be a nightmare.
Yeah, you're going to have that problem too.
Just come
That's
up on
true.
15.
Yeah, if you're local and you know that way, go that way.
I mean, it's really only 3 roads.
Well, you go Snow Creek.
You could do Snow Creek too.
So
the
you
next
go,
road after Friendship.
You take 59, turn right off the ramp. You get down to the end of the road,
which is Jennings.
You turn left onto Jennings. You go maybe quarter of a mile.
Yeah,
it's not very far.
Might be a half mile.
There's the service station tire place. And you turn right onto Snow Creek, and
for those local, they used to know it as North Outer Grocery.
Yeah, and you turn right onto Snow Creek, and Snow Creek will take you across the country, get you out to Highway 115, and you make a left onto 115. That'll take you back to 40.
That's right. Or if you don't want to go all the way 115, take the first road on the left, and that's South Chipley.
Which will get you on the Chipley Ford Road, which will take you.
It just shows that we know so much about this area.
Let's give them some more ways to go. So,
or just follow your GPS. As long as it doesn't take you back to the highway.
That's right. Take you back to where you're going. Or we could take you, let's see, you can make a left off the interstate and go across, what is that road? That's Tomlin Mill Road till you get to Chief Thomas Road. Take Chief Thomas Road over to
you don't have to go to Chief Thomas. Take Paramount.
And okay, which take you to 21, which will put you back to where the mess is. But that's okay.
Paramount will bring you right up to right there at Allison Woods.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you can take a left on Church and hit Church's Lake and go across to Old Moxville.
I'm not sure where that would take you, but it is. Or Sandra says, or let Waze take you. Yeah, Waze, GPS.
As long as your GPS isn't taking you back to the interstate.
You're good. Which it might.
In
1,000 yards, make a U-turn.
Yeah.
No, don't turn back.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't look back. Turn into a pillar of salt.
Good. That's too good. All right. So anyway, we're having a fun at that, but that's a bad traffic wreck. So be careful going through that. Right now, this thing says it may be around 10:45 before they get things opened up again.
And it's been since what, 6:45-ish?
Yeah, this morning. Yeah, about 6:45. So anyway, it's just a mess out there. So that's again southbound. Now, southbound after Statesville, and you're going on down that way.
It's probably clear.
I don't know anything that's going on. I haven't seen anything going on, but be extra special careful going through there, especially. Let's see. Connie wants to know what the answer was for the impossible question today. It was dress your pet up, put them in costumes, put costumes on your pet. 2% of people said that's the way they show their love.
I thought it was more. I just
You
see
think
it
about
so
it,
much.
yeah.
I thought it was so much more.
Randall just put on here, I'd like to wish my son a happy 16th birthday today. Rhett Myers. Rhett, happy 16. I'm sure the Camaro is in the driveway for you today.
Go get the keys.
Okay, fine. All right.
Or stand in the line at the long line for the DMV.
Oh my Lord. You know, I got to redo my license tag.
Oh.
But
that's not as bad. Though.
No, because I have to go get it looked at. You know, you go to get it inspected. They put it in the little computer thing, but then I can do it online. After that, you can do after you get
your
inspection, and they put it in the thing. So got to go do that. But the other thing I got to go do is a real ID. And I think you folks that are getting your driver's license now is included real ID.
Oh, it's been going on for several years now.
Okay,
well, get it.
Somehow or other I missed it. So
I
got
didn't
to
have
go.
to get it. You just could.
I got to go in June. I think I have my appointment in June at a DMV location in Knoxville, Tennessee, or something.
How far ahead can you renew your license?
Your driver's license? Yeah. I don't know.
Because mine expires next June.
I don't think you can go a year.
Well, no, I know you can't do it in a year.
But they send you something in the mail, usually about 6 months, 5 or 6 months ahead of time. You'll get a little notice in the mail.
I wonder if I can go ahead and make an appointment now for like next May.
You probably could. You could probably ask. You probably have to. All right. It's 11 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Ryan Scott's over here at Randy Marion Ford. What's going on?
Billy Buck, new location, Randy Marion Ford pre-owned right here on Folger Drive. Yes, right across the interstate from the main Ford Lincoln showroom. We have moved over here. So number one, we can stock more units. Number two, we can service our customers better. And number three, when you stock more units in volume, the prices are better. So Randy Marion Ford pre-owned right here on Folger Drive, right across the interstate from the main Ford and Lincoln showroom. Come see us today.
Go to Chapman's Automotive Service for your North Carolina state inspections. And while you're there, make sure to get that oil changed or get those brakes checked. Chapman's Automotive is located at 103 C Street in Statesville, right off Highway 90. Call ahead at 704-873-4121 to talk to an expert about your automotive needs. Chapman's Automotive is locally owned with 55 years of experience and a reputation for 5-star customer satisfaction. You don't want to go anywhere else. Same-day service on most repairs. Chapman's Automotive Service, 103 C Street in Statesville, 704-873-4121.
Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus offers complete hearing services, including hearing testing, hearing aid fittings and repair, hearing protection, tinnitus management, cochlear implant and balance evaluations. We now are offering the Lanier device for tinnitus management. Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus has 4 locations to serve you: 703 Bryant Street in Statesville and 114 Moore Lake Drive in Mooresville. For information or to make an appointment, call 704-872-1670 or go to carolinahearingandtinnitus.com.
Whether you're a builder or ready to start building your dream home, you already know the advantages of a brick home. Statesville Brick, since 1891, has been making 100% wood-fired brick at their Tumble Brick facility in Statesville. With 4 different sizes and a multitude of colors, Statesville Brick representatives will help you find the exact right brick for the look you want. Start thinking about building with Statesville Brick today with a visit to their website at statesvillebrick.com, statesvillebrick.com. Statesville Brick, so nice to have around the house.
You know, since 1970, Godfrey's Tree Service, a 3rd-generation locally owned and operated business, has been proudly serving Iredell County. With over 50 years' experience, they're experts in protecting your property from tree damage, focusing on quality, service, accuracy, and safety. Storm cleanup, tree removal, pruning, stump grinding, and removal, Godfrey's can handle it all. Godfrey's Tree Service, when experience counts the most. So call Godfrey's today for a free tree inspection and estimate. 704-880-2934. Let Godfrey's go out on a limb for you.
A day in the country is worth a month in town. Come to the country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
There's Sarah Evans got suds in the bucket. It's 11 minutes after 9 o'clock, 9:11. Still watching the wreck that's just north of town on 77 South, right before you get to the Collier Junction.
Collier Junction.
Let's see.
Collier Interchange.
The Collier, the major interchange. But you said you got a text from someone that's in it.
Todd Bowers sent me a message and said it's open, but it's slow.
Okay, so
I
they're
don't know
getting
if he's in it or if he's seen it from the side road or what the
flying
deal is.
over.
No, probably not.
Okay, probably not flying over. but
He's not a flyer.
okay. So anyway, so it is moving. I guess they're getting you around one way or another. But the last word we had from I'm not sure if that was Highway Patrol or just a reporter. Anyway, was maybe 10:45 before they'll completely have it done. A tractor trailer and 2 or 3 cars, and unfortunately a fatality there again. And didn't we do this yesterday?
What?
That fatality on 77 South at Davidson. Was that yesterday or Monday?
That might have been Monday.
Yeah. So anyway, wow, that's just bad news. So 77 South still a mess. Some folks are probably wheeling off there on 21 to come into town and get back onto 40 to get back on 77, which may be about the shortest route, I guess, unless of course you take Ron's mighty routes through northern Iredell County.
It's only 3 turns.
So anyway, if you're trying to put on GPS, we went to Winston-Salem Sunday night to go see
The Comedian.
Thank you. And so we had to park on the street, and so it was it was an off street somewhere. We just picked and found a place to park. So
You park in front of somebody's house.
Yeah, but we didn't block their driveway. So we went down and come around. I said, well, I'm using my sense of direction. I said, if we keep going this way, we'll wind up like on Stratford or Knollwood or something like that. No, we wound up making, I don't know how many turns we made through the neighborhoods. And then we finally got back on Northwest Boulevard. So anyway, it was exciting. We weren't using GPS. Probably should have.
Probably.
Made of, but it was a nice drive through
Something
the
that I just got reminded of.
Yes.
Because I am the uncle that I am.
Yes.
So North Iredell High School is doing the musical Mamma Mia this weekend.
Oh, is it this weekend?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow.
Okay.
So I think it's usually at 7 or 7:30.
Yeah, usually. All right. So tickets available at the door, I bet.
They're available at the door.
All right. So
Go up there
they're
and
doing
support
that.
your local arts.
While we're talking of North Iredell.
Yeah, exactly.
It has nothing to do with wrecks on the interstate, but anyway, that's it.
No.
All right. So what else was there that we were looking up? Oh, later on this afternoon, speaking of Highway 21, between 4 and 7 o'clock this evening is Your Health, Our Mission. It's an open house at the Iredell County Health Department. The event's to provide you with an opportunity to meet team members, tour the mobile health unit, browse available health services and resources, and enter a raffle for a chance to win big prizes. They'll have refreshments and all sorts of good things. Of course, the health department on 21 North, that's Turnersburg Highway, just above all the hubbub of the big
Just
city.
above the shopping centers right there.
Yeah. And they closed it already, that Highway 55.
It wasn't long.
Drive 55?
Highway 55.
Highway 55. It took them forever to build it. And then they got it open and then they closed it. So maybe somebody will revive it.
Well, I found out some interesting stuff about Highway 55.
Oh, yeah?
Apparently, they build the building and then find somebody to
Run it? Oh, okay.
So they build the building, have the property, and then bring somebody in that'll do the franchise afterwards.
Oh, okay. After they get it built.
Yeah.
That's an
That's
interesting
kind of
way
an
to
interesting
do it.
concept.
Yeah, because usually you have somebody in mind before you spend all that money.
You would think.
But okay, but I guess those restaurants are around the area, so I suppose they're doing all right. But anyway, that's where the health department is, just above the old Drive 55 or Highway 55,
Whatever it is.
whatever it is. All right, 16 minutes after 9 o'clock. Just got word that Mike says the 55 in the 55 in Moxville is closed as well. Really?
Huh.
So maybe they were trying to get both
Too many
here and
people.
Moxville to be the same franchise person.
They might have been.
I don't know. Anyway, well,
They weren't-
all right,
they weren't
Mike.
good at it.
Mike knows everything. If you got to cook it, Mike knows how to do it, including Chihuahua. All right, so it is. Well, he said hot dogs. It's 17 after 9 o'clock, and word just in. You'll never believe it, but he's on the way. The mayor. No, I better not do it that way. The king of Troutman.
Better not do it that way either.
Okay, that's true. That's better. Duck is on his way. That's about the best way to do it. Finally, common sense in banking. What's good for the customer is good for the community. And what's good for the community is good for the bank. It's that simple. We don't know why big banks don't get it. Plenty of local people do, though, as Blue Harbor Bank has grown so much with accounts, customers, and deposits. We're nipping right at the heels of those financial giants. Join us today, blueharborbank.com.
At Piedmont Healthcare, we believe in more than just treating patients. We're committed to understanding and addressing the unique needs facing our community. Being a physician-owned network means that we're not just healthcare providers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in health. With strong ties to local communities, we're able to offer personalized care that truly understands your needs. When you choose Piedmont Healthcare, you're not just choosing healthcare, you're choosing to be part of a community that cares. If you're ready to experience the difference for yourself, call our new patient hotline at 833-PHC for you. That's 833-742-4968. Or you can just request an appointment online, phcappointments.com.
Hello, this is Jason Drum from Drum Landscape Supply. We just want to say welcome back spring. Well, almost. But it's time to get your lawn revived with our locally produced pre-emergent crabgrass control and fertilizer. NC State University recommends to get it put out on your lawn to the best crabgrass control. Also a good time to put out lime and all kinds of different things for your lawns. So come on down and see us at 2410 Northside Drive in Statesville. That's also called the Frontage Road. Drum Landscape Supply is formerly Bell Landscape Supply, and we're in the same location with the same great folks, same great products. Everything's the same except the name. So come on down and see us. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Are you ready to step back in time and discover treasures from the past? Hickory Antique Mall, a locally owned business, is a haven for collectors, history buffs, and anyone seeking a touch of nostalgia. With 63 dealers, you'll find everything from antique furniture to Yu-Gi-Oh cards and everything in between. Hickory Antique Mall is conveniently located at 348 Highway 70 Southwest in Hickory. Hickory Antique Mall is open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday 10 till 6, Sundays 1 till 6. Check us out on Facebook at Hickory Antiques Mall Official.
Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
Did y'all march into Antwerp during World War II?
We got close to it.
No, where were you? Were you stationed? Where were you stationed?
Camp Lejeune.
You know,
we call it Lejeune, but these other people around the world call it Lejeune for some reason, and I don't know why. There's no R in Lejeune.
It's when I worked for a little while down there. I came across all that somebody said he pronounces his name Lejeune. I was like, well, we don't say it like he.
That's right.
Lejeune. Right. And then they started. I don't know if they ever changed Lejeune into anything woke.
Nope.
But they put that back now.
Oh yeah.
So you can have Bragg.
But they named it after a different Bragg, not the original Bragg.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's a different Bragg,
but it's the same name.
Same name.
Well, yeah, but okay.
To me, and that gets people's dander up on either side of the issue, but I will simply say, people living at the time following the laws of the land, whether we like them or not, whether we know they were wrong or not, it's to me not good for people come back 100 years later and say,
no,
that fool was not right by today's standards, but by then he was elected president of the United States.
Exactly.
So apparently it was okay for whatever they had done.
Whatever, I suppose. So how you feeling? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Can I tell them that you just came back from the VA?
I came back from the VA.
Whether you can tell them or not, you just told them.
That's right. That's right.
It comes streaking down 70 this morning.
All the traffic. I took the back roads to make sure that it's amazing when something happens on the interstate.
Yes, sir.
All of a sudden, people in Troutman, Mooresville, Statesville, we're all dumb because of the traffic. And it's like, what?
Yes.
Come on now.
I saw, I guess it was just a Facebook post or something. It was somebody, it was like, traffic through is another thing. Traffic through Troutman. It took me 45 minutes to go through Troutman or something or other. Now, and if you're around here, you're like, so.
It's like, and your point was, why didn't you leave 15 minutes early?
Par for the course.
But I had a lady. It's probably been 3 weeks ago now. There was a Framillusion on the interstate that was pretty significant.
Yes.
And people started rerouting, and she said, I've been waiting at this blankety blank stoplight for 5 minutes, and you people need to put another stoplight. I said, do what now?
Put another one?
She repeated it. I said, okay.
You want another one because you've been waiting at 1?
Right. She said,
so you want to wait at 5?
These people, and it was at Main Street and Old Mountain and Murdoch Road.
Oh yeah, the big
and the turning lane's not long enough for everybody to go left. I said, okay. Yeah. And she said, well, you're being condescending. You just keep saying okay. I said, ma'am, I'm acknowledging what you're saying. But if you're wanting me to respond, yes, that's what I called you for. I said, please call North Carolina DOT.
In Shelby, North Carolina.
Tell all them folks everything you said.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking to you. I said, ma'am, I'll be happy to relay your message, but that's their road.
Has nothing to do with you.
Unfortunately, it's a federal road. Yeah. Well, a North Carolina road, at least. So anyway, well, good for you.
Yeah. But we got good things happening in Troutman.
I was just looking up. You had the council approved recommendations, planning board members, and approved a new perk for council members.
Well,
threw that right in there.
There's been a few people didn't like that. All I can say is it's amazing to me how many people have opinions when they're not either a town resident and or active in their own ways to.
Yes.
I think most things can be improved.
Yes.
They can.
Always.
Whether
sure.
it's me and my job, communicating about my job, or it can always be improved. But
yeah,
but it's interesting some of the comments we get. I attended last night. I don't know that it was technically a fundraising event, but it should be. If it was not, I was late getting there.
Oh, were you?
The person invited me, said, "Oh, just drop by any time in this 3-hour period." So I showed up at the 2.5-hour mark after it started, and apparently I missed the program. And
You missed it all.
Oh, I appreciate you telling me just drop by any time.
But let's see if this is. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing just fine. How you doing?
Doing good.
This is Woody Platt calling.
Oh, Woody, I forgot about Woody. Woody's working, playing, singing, and all that good stuff up at Merle Fest.
Preferment.
Yep.
That's it. So how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Just calling in to talk about it all.
So what days are you playing at Merle Fest and the boys?
We're playing Thursday and Friday.
2 days. Ooh-wee.
What stages they got y'all on, Woody?
You know, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure on Thursday we're on the Watson stage.
Ooh,
that's a
and
good one.
On Friday we're on the Creekside stage.
That's a good one. Well, they're all good stages.
Yeah.
There's no bad stages.
That's
I've
right.
been on
That's
all
right.
of them.
That's right.
Just as long as they don't put you on the little picker stage.
Yeah, a little picker tent.
So tell us a little bit about your band.
Well, you know, I've been playing music for a long, long time. But in the last year or so, I released a solo project just under my own name, and I put together a band to sort of support that. And I call it Woody Platt and the Bluegrass Gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
The members are cool though. I've got Buddy Melton, who formerly of Balsam Range, plays upright bass, and Bennett Sullivan, a young guy from Greensboro, who kind of got one of the big feathers in his cap is he played with Steve Martin on the musical Bright Star. He played on Steve's musical on Broadway. And Casey Dreesen, sort of a world-renowned fiddler who is back in the Asheville area, is on fiddle. And then a guy from just down the road, Union Grove, North Carolina, is Darren Shoemaker, plays the mandolin.
Yeah.
I know Darren.
A lot of familiar names in there.
Yeah,
Darren can throw them strings in different
directions.
He sure can. He's done it all, you know, worked with Del McCurry and Sam Bush and Chris Stapleton, and worked with the Rangers and Steve Martin. And so I've known him for a long time, and it's fun to see him on the stage and not at the soundboard.
Yeah. So it's going to be Woody Platt and the Bluegrass Gentlemen. I assume they are gentlemen.
Well, we'll see.
And two great days that you're going to be there. So Merle Fest, what's so funny is when Merle Fest first started, I'd hear people come up and say, "I like Merle Haggard. He's a good feller." And I was like, no, not Merle Haggard. It's Merle Watson. And then you're going to the whole story.
Funny.
Going to the whole story. But now, how long? I'm going to put you on the spot or embarrass you, or it's not going to embarrass you. How long you been playing bluegrass music?
I've been playing bluegrass music for 23 years.
Oh, well,
maybe
that's
24.
That's nothing. You're just a youngster.
Yes,
for that.
Yeah, I really didn't get super focused on it until I was in college, and that's when we started the band Steep Canyon Rangers, and that was around 1999 and 2000. Okay. So I could be hiding a few years. It might be 2026.
But yeah, but it's older, but it's not like ancient. And
right.
And you play with traditional. I guess what I'm getting at is that a lot of the newer bluegrass bands they put in other instruments that not traditionally bluegrass.
Sure.
And so, but you got the upright bass with these guys. You got the fiddles. You got the guitars,
the mandolin.
Yeah.
Don't forget Darren.
Do you say mandolin or mandolin just for fun of it?
Well, I say the mandolin.
Oh, okay, fine.
Sometimes I just call it a tater bug.
So what got you started in playing music?
You know, I was in Chapel Hill. I went to school at UNC. I was in Chapel Hill, and a couple of my really good friends, one bought a banjo and one delivered enough pizzas to be able to buy an upright bass. And we just and I was familiar with Doc's record, Remembering Merle. There's a record that my mom had played a lot around the house, and so I was familiar with that record. And, you know, when you've got a banjo and an upright bass and that's sort of the song list, you're sort of naturally headed in a bluegrass direction.
Absolutely.
You know, and it was also this kind of time when it was just sort of percolating and around the community. And there was a lot of great bluegrass in that area and bluegrass festivals in that region. So we just fell in love, and we started the band Steep Canyon Rangers not long after that.
And so the original guys that now, are they still, since you're on solo, are the other guys still around?
Yeah, most of the guys are still in the Steep Canyon Rangers, and they've evolved, and the band is still just as good as ever. They're playing lots of shows, playing full time, and I just wanted to slow down. You know, I wanted to be home more, and you know, just I've got a young family. I just wanted to be less time on the road, more time around hometown of Brevard where I live, but still play enough because I love it so much.
Brevard's a beautiful place. Did everybody get recovered from Helene?
Yeah, we're doing okay. The rivers are getting put back together. We didn't take it nearly as bad as some of the surrounding counties, but we definitely had 100 or so families displaced, and we had a lot of just general flood damage. But I feel like we're on the mend, and it's been amazing to see the communities sort of come together and work together, and just kind of step across boundaries and help each other out.
That's absolutely right. If nothing else, the amount of folks that came out to support and to help has been pretty amazing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks there in beautiful Wilkes County, North Carolina.
God's country.
You get you a sip of something in the back room there. It'll keep you going all day. All right. Well, looking forward to it. Thanks so much. And you have a good rest of the day today, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
He was talking about growing up on it. Y'all, it was before his time. He won't remember. Ron's too young to maybe remember. But do you remember there used to be a TV show every morning? I was trying to think his name, George or something, but they did bluegrass and a little bit of country, but it was on every morning back in the 70s for a few years.
On radio or TV?
Regular one. Well, back then we only had 3 stations, so it was on one of them 3.
That's right.
But it was somebody here in North Carolina that did it, and I would assume it was a local area place, but I can't remember.
I'll have to go back and see. You were living where at the time? In Wilkes?
Wilkes, but we moved here and it was still on here, so it would have been one of those
syndicated shows.
Well, as much as it was back then. Yeah. But they did a lot of, as he was talking about, the plain instruments that are used in bluegrass. And now, if you really want to be plain, they're going to bring out some wash tubs and some spoons and things of that nature. I have saw plenty of bluegrass with those type of.
That's right. Well, you get the wash tub and a broomstick, and you just have one string.
You had to have leather shoes to kick the thing for a little.
Right. Yeah, Todd Bowers told me to let you know that not everybody's in their 60s.
that would be Todd. Yeah.
Is Todd still stuck in traffic? He was stuck in traffic.
He didn't get stuck. He just pulled over and said, "I can't do my job today. I'm on the clock."
That's good. All right. So getting back to the wonderful town of Troutman.
Yes.
You got some updates here. I was looking at. You got several projects going on. Morrison Farm Trails and pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
What's Morrison Farms Trails?
Basically off Morrison Farm Road.
Makes sense.
Back around 2016-ish.
Mm-hmm.
The developer, there's huge power lines that cross some of that property.
Right.
And when those power lines exist, you can't do nothing with the property. And the developer's like, well, we don't want to pay taxes if we can't do nothing with it. And back then, the development was not required to have a natural area, anything of that nature. Now the modern, and all of our municipalities, when you have property like that, you encourage them through the negotiations of, we'll make something that's going to benefit the surrounding community.
Right.
So last year, Duke Energy, called and said, hey, we're getting ready to come in there and spray all that again and kill it. And that area is overrun with deer, and it was just 5 acres. And we're like, okay, we don't want you to spray all the stuff to kill it. And they're doing it just to make sure their lines and towers are protected.
They always do.
They're not doing it to be mean. It's just, but to us, we had a little bit of funds, and we're like, okay, let's go out here and clear all the small trees off of it and make a walking trail all around the perimeter of the property. We have since come back in, and it's been a work in progress, but I mean, we had half of cars and all kinds of building debris. A lot of folks, I'm sure nobody local was, hey, this is a good place to dump some stuff. But we hauled off almost 20 truckloads of various debris, car parts and building stuff. But it is come together. They've planted grass, and the deer are loving it. They're eating the grass as soon as it comes up. So we're hoping that it's not a very hot and dry summer, to where the grass that's planted will make it through, but we will replant again in September. Right now, the walking trail is in. We've had to make a couple repairs, add drains here or there. It's not officially open to the public yet because it's just not ready.
Right.
But there's already a lot of people out there using it, and we don't run out there and tell them you can't. But we will have to have appropriate signage with rules and all that stuff. And you know, a walking trail, most people can assume what it's for, but if you don't put up that rule board, somebody will try to do something.
You reckon?
Yeah. But it's one of those, we have not built out, and a lot of people get impatient, you know. So well, why are y'all not doing this? Why are you not doing that? Our original park is not built out yet to the master plan that it was supposed to be. And pickleball courts, of course, was not in the original master plan
because they didn't invent it until
just a few years ago. So basketball court was, but we opted to remove the horseshoe pits and put the pickleball courts in its place. And I'm hoping by middle of next month it will be open and ready. At the fundraiser I was at last night for Gordon's Hospice house.
Very nice.
They're wanting to build a new building
in Troutman.
No.
Over here
near their facility, right next door to it. Actually.
Okay.
But several women, we was aggravating several about what days you could do, and I'm not going to say all that on the radio, but they are already excited about the pickleball courts. And, and there's a lot of people that have their own group of 4 to 10 people that just are anxious to get out there and play it.
They're pickled.
But for people over 50, the number one sport that they go to the hospital for is pickleball. Pickleball.
They get a little
be
excited.
careful.
They get a little excited about that. Gene Hammett says it was George Hamilton.
That's it.
That had it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
George Hamilton. Absolutely. See, I'm glad somebody else remembered what I did.
Well, Gene's old and decrepit too. So, anyway.
But it was sure was.
All right. And so pickleball's at the ESC court. Where are you putting them?
In between the
Near
soccer fields and the volleyball courts, the beach volleyball courts we have that
Oh,
were
okay.
redone last year. Lowe's and several of its suppliers came in and I say last year, technically it was about 16 months ago.
Mm.
They came in and redone our volleyball courts, and it gets a lot of use too.
Yes.
But it'll be in between the volleyball and the soccer fields.
Okay. Gotcha. I kind of got it in my mind there.
Once that's completed,
Yes.
then we hope to move on to in between the volleyball courts and the ball fields. We will have a concession stand, restroom, sitting area.
So you'll have
all
a
that's next.
second concession area.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first one's a pavilion, so you can have some
Sorry.
activities there.
Sorry.
And the concession stand will not be as big, but we have asked and begged our lawmakers. Mitchell Setzer is our representative for the town of Troutman. But Jeff McNeely, Todd Carver, Senator Sawyer, we desperately need a couple $1 million so we can continue doing activities in our facility that people are actually paying for. And a lot that don't. Not 95% of the folks show up there county residents, and there's no funding for that.
No, I got you.
Sure.
So let's talk about parking.
Yes. We got parking.
You should have plenty of parking, but
we do not.
Apparently,
we do not.
Apparently, the horse auction folks had overflow.
They really didn't. There was plenty of parking on site, but there was not. And even though the article came out saying we said certain things, that's not entirely.
So you mean what's written here on the internet is not right?
I think it's what a person heard, but that's not what. The discussion we had was basically that there was plenty of parking on site.
Yes.
Our law enforcement did issue numerous citations for people parking in the no parking. I mean, a big sign says no parking. And one guy said, "What are you giving me a ticket for?" Well, look where your truck is and look at that sign. Well, that's what we've always done.
That's right.
But
you never ticketed me before.
That's right. But there was plenty of parking. That just when you go out of town or even in town to certain events, you see big signs. And I discussed that at the meeting, just like when we have our parades in Troutman, we have signs several days ahead letting everybody know, hey, this coming date, there's going to be a parade. And after a few days, the sign changed verbiage to say it's going to be closed during this much time, or you can park here. Whichever signs we got to tells what it is, but just something that simple, having signs out to let their patrons know where to park, I think would go a long way so that the surrounding businesses don't get their dander up. But rightfully so. I mean, they're trying to get customers in and out. And if you got horse trailers and campers in the parking lot that's here for all day, then your customers can't get in and out.
There you go. But they should have done like, I don't know, because it's been such a while. If you go anywhere near the Charlotte Speedway, there are folks that have a nice front yard. And if you pay them $10, they'll let you park.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if you have any folks like that.
That's been, well, the thing is back when we had the fair in its full glory, as some says, the local people were always contacted. Jim Head and Guy Griffin, not Griffin. I just lost the guy's last name.
Jenkins?
Nope.
Is the name that comes to mind whenever I think that.
Nope. But there was a Jenkins involved. But back when those guys ran the fair, they contacted various groups, whether it be one of the local high schools, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, the Lions Club, all these different groups, and say, hey, we're going to need you to help us. And they would go and talk to the business owners. We're going to have this event. Can we use your parking lot? We'll only use half. That way the rest of it, your customers can get in and out. And those volunteer groups charge money, but they also help keep the flow. And like you say, some of it was people's front yards and just land. And I said, yeah, sure. And that was their way of helping. Like the Lions Club does the glasses for a lot of folks that can't afford them. And it was just all the clubs come together to make the event a success, meaning there was communication on how to do that. And right now, it's kind of like the facility's rented and it's Troutman's problem to handle after that.
And there you go.
And the vendor, some folks was aggravated at him. He's doing what he needs to do. And he's here twice a year for a week at a time. And he does not know all these other people to call and or to help. And when you have county property, school system property nearby, private property nearby that somebody could approach, say, hey, can we have parking here?
Yeah.
That would help if needed. But I stress there was plenty of room. It's just people didn't know to go to this lot or this area to park.
Right. So they just pick a place.
Sure.
That other guy parked there. We'll park right behind him.
Yep.
And then let's see here. Coming up Thursday, that would be tomorrow. Got more to talk. What do y'all have two? Do you have two meetings a week?
In Troutman, we do. We like the county commissioners, for example.
Right.
They have pre-agenda before each of their meetings. They have 2 a month. Normally.
Yeah.
And they have their pre-agenda first, then go into the meeting. We do, which fine, that works great for their system. Plus they have 2 meetings a month. For us, we only have 1 council meeting a month. So we meet on Monday to discuss the agenda. That way, if they have homework, as I call it, for us or staff to go and get other things handled, we can and we do, to give them the appropriate information.
What was I just looking here? Consider amendments to the town of Troutman schedule of fees for cost increases for water meters, irrigation connections, and off-duty officers' pay. It's funny that was all combined into one thing.
Our schedule of fees have a lot of different things that they go out and some folks think that I do it and accuse us of all of lining our pockets when we do it.
Yes.
The reality is the schedule of fees are approved by town council, and that way they apply to everybody. And Parks and Rec side of that, they added, for example, somebody comes and says, hey, I want to have this cool event. I'm associated with a group of people. Is it a nonprofit? Sure. Okay. Show us your paperwork. It's like, what? What? So it defines a space for in-town or out-of-town residents.
Okay.
Most municipalities have the different fees, meaning their in-town residents have, through taxes, have paid for the facility, so they get a little bit cheaper versus somebody outside of town not paying taxes, so they pay a little bit more. And it's not crazy, it's just a little, and everybody says we're still too low, but we are in line with our neighbors on what they charge for certain things. But we just added a column that said, okay, nonprofit groups, that way you don't have to find a member in your group that's an in-town resident and say, put it in his name or her name. So that's that. And on our off-duty rate, it's just simply the officers are requested to work a lot more events. There's a lot of rules that we could discuss for a whole hour that goes with that. But basically it just puts in writing what that off-duty rate is. And then on our public works fees, it seems like about every 3 months, all the supplies they need for wastewater or fresh water are going up, whether it be the meters, the lines themselves. And when we go up, it's never our intent to make 40%. That's what we got to make. It's not that. Ours is to make sure we're not losing money when we put it in. But instead of showing up every 3 months and asking for a fee change, we try to do it to where hopefully that fee will be good for the entire year.
The whole thing.
And then kind of like property taxes that are supposed to be, first year you got plenty extra, second year a little extra, third year you should break even, fourth year you might lose a little bit, but in that 4-year average it comes out. We do the same thing with the meters. That right now for the meters we just bought, we was not charging enough to cover the cost. So, but again, when we first started, we were charging appreciably more. So it averages out, and now we're just trying to get that next increase.
All right. Well, we're running close on time. That really wasn't all that controversial, so I'm good with that.
No,
unless you got something controversial you want to bring.
There's something on there that to some non-town residents is controversial.
Oh, yeah.
Clontz Hill properties. There's I don't remember the exact amount of property owners. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 6. They've all went together, and their property is being considered to be developed into housing. There
you go.
Yeah, you talk about
That's
that.
Right.
That's probably the most controversial thing going on right now is consideration of that development.
Right. Okay. Well, that sounds good to me. They really want you bad.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So, of course, Duck Wyatt, very well known in the community, an upstanding young man.
Now,
usually
people's going to start commenting. What do you say?
Well, he's usually standing up. Sometimes it's hard to tell, depending on how much scotch.
I got one question before we leave.
Yes.
Did Jeff Smith call our folks at the jewelry store, being it's his anniversary and he got reminded? Did he at least call to make sure that he's going to take care of her tomorrow on their anniversary?
I think he might have sent Matt a text.
Yeah, I think he did. Because Matt and Kim both put on their thing that they're on their way back.
Heck, all we know, Jeff might be on his way over there.
That's true. So you never know.
Yeah, we don't want Jeff. He's in that over 60 crowd too. We don't want him forgetting.
He is exactly right there. All right. And so thoughts and prayers out for the Rev. He got the pneumonias.
Look, all he needs to do is come clean. These allergies, his weightlifting, it's just not working out for him.
You need to go ahead. He needs to go ahead and get those shots instead of really working out.
Pneumonia, of course, when COVID come out, everybody died of COVID, but pneumonia is pretty serious stuff. And like you, I do hope the Rev gets over that and everybody prays for him, because he's got a long list of us that he prays for.
That's right.
It's his turn now.
So I want to do this real quick. We may not have time. 62-year-old Robert Anthony House of Hidnight. See, finally we get a local.
And this is stupid criminal news.
Yes. He was arrested Saturday by Alexander County Sheriff's Office. He's charged with flee to elude, arrest with a motor vehicle, impeding traffic, failure to heed a blue light and siren, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting arrest. According to reports Saturday by Alexander 911, they received a complaint from about a dozen, from a citizen about a man driving a lawnmower on Sulphur Springs Road. Alexander deputy responded and saw the man on the lawnmower traveling down the road. The man operating the mower led the deputy on a slow speed pursuit down Sulphur Springs Road.
That was nice of that deputy to follow him to make sure he didn't get run over.
Wasn't it though? We just love our deputies out there. Duck, you have a great rest of the week.
I hope you all do the same. And as the Rev always say, hey, if you see somebody today, give them a reason to smile, but be generous and understand that if you need to go to a place of worship, Beulah's doors are open.
Always. It's 10 o'clock.
Real Country is 550 AM WAME, 92.9 W225BD, Statesville.